Hey guys, look, I thought it might be time to do an updated tour of my DC Multiverse collection. It's been some time since the last one. There've been a lot of changes, and I thought this might be a really quick and easy way to sort of provide some off-the-cuff reviews about figures that I haven't done reviews of, and just my thoughts about the line and where it's at and some changes. So this top shelf you'll see is my Justice League Dark, and Bat Family shelf, or my Hero shelf. There's been a few changes here. You'll see in the Justice League, I have updated Superman. So I previously had Rebirth Superman here. I've now got the Action Comics 1000 Superman here. I think this is a better Superman on the whole. It's sort of from wave one, so it's a bit dated in a number of ways. You'll see he only has single jointed elbows. But, you know, just from an aesthetics point of view, the red underwear, the yellow belt, the red boots, the long cape, he's awesome. And I think he's like the perfect Justice League Superman. And you'll also notice that I substituted Injustice 2 Flash for Rebirth Flash. I saw this guy for retail price. I was quite amazed he was still in stock at an online retailer here. So I grabbed him, Barry Allen. Look, I like the Injustice 2 Flash, but you can't deny Rebirth Flash is just classic. That red is amazingly bright, and he fits in really well. I'm really glad to have him. You'll see we've got Oliver Queen, Aquaman, John Stewart Green Lantern, Martian Manhunter. Still rocking that Todd McFarlane Wonder Woman. Until they release a comic accurate Wonder Woman, that'll have to do. You'll see here we've got Wally West. I finally bit the bullet and got Wally West. You gotta have Wally. I like Wally. Although he's coming out as the Dr. Manhattan Blue Wally in the Speed Metal wave soon, so probably have to double up, I think. But yeah, next to Kyle Rayner. And that is my Justice League as it exists at the moment. Coming over to the Justice League Dark, you'll see we've got John Constantine, Etrigan the Demon, not in his classic Etrigan outfit. This is in the Demon Knights outfit, but like, it's pretty cool. Like, if you really look at it, it's quite a cool little sculpt. While the figure is not the greatest, like it's pretty stiff and lacking in articulation, you know, you gotta have Etrigan if you're doing Justice League Dark. Man-Bat, yeah, look, he could be down with the villains, but in the current incarnation, or one of the more recent incarnations of Justice League Dark, Kirk Langstrom is part of that team. And I think he's just like a really fun addition, a weird addition. Great figure. I mean, we went through it last time. He's just awesome. And of course, Swamp Thing, still in Justice League Dark. In terms of the Bat Family, things are much the same, except I have put Hush Batman as my Bat Family Batman. I hear they're coming out with the blue and grey version very, very soon, like over the next 6 months. So I may have to upgrade to get the blue version, but for now, I think this is a really cool Bat Family Batman. You know, angry face notwithstanding. And you'll see there's Azrael Nightfall Batman right behind him. Really cool figure. Query whether to put him in villains or Bat Family. Let me know in the comments if you think that he's, you know, more closely aligned with Bat Fam or villains. I've put him in Bat Family. It just seems right to me, but I'm sure some will disagree. Not many changes there on the rest of the Bat Family. But yeah, that is my Hero shelf for now. Happy with how that's looking. I'm running out of space though, so something's got to give. Big developments on the villain shelf. Now this is just rogues of all different descriptions. Batman, Superman, Green Lantern, you know, you name it. Some new additions. We have here the Talon. Really cool figure. You know, it's not quite accurate to the Greg Capullo artwork, but it's still really cool. Enjoy him a lot. We got Death of the Family Joker, which is my default Joker at the moment. Hush, again from that 2-pack. Not my favorite Hush. I think the single pack's better, but you know, I really love the base that he came with the Jason Todd Tombstone. So pretty cool. Bane. Now, what can I say about Bane that I haven't already no one else has already said? He's awesome. He's probably the best figure that's going to come out this year. He's probably my favorite DC Multiverse figure. I love him. I love how big he is. I love how comic accurate he sort of generally is. He's just perfect. Could be more articulated, but like, I don't play with my toys. I put them on the shelf, and for that purpose, he is awesome. Deathstroke. Now this is the Rebirth Deathstroke. I've upgraded to this one from the Arkham Origins one. I think this one's way better, way more articulated, more fun. He strikes a really good balance between being elegant and simple, like the comic design, but also having sort of like some really nice texturing and sculpting. You see that chainmail is actually sculpted, it's not just painted on. Love him. Next to him, we have Infinite Frontier, sorry, not Infinite, yeah, Infinite Frontier or Fear State Scarecrow. And this is a really weird Jonathan Crane. This is sort of like the Japanese-inspired Jonathan Crane. I love it. Like, I know people have been poo-pooing it. It's not the classic design. It's not my preferred Scarecrow design, let's face it. But for what it is, it's bloody awesome. And no one else is ever gonna make a figure of like this design. So like, thank you, McFarlane. You know, that's why I like what McFarlane does. He picks a cool design and just goes for it. The big drawback is the colors. Like, it's solid blocks of color. That green is wrong. It should be probably a brown cloak. He's taken these coloring from like a very particular pane of the comic book where Scarecrow was in green light. So he's got that wrong. But like, in and of itself, it doesn't look terrible. It's got enough texturing on it that it still looks interesting. Really like that figure. I'll be interested to know what I do when I get the Arkham Knight Scarecrow soon. Whether I will replace him in this display. I might have to. It's just a much more classic design. Also a cool design, we'll see. Parallax, recently got Parallax. I did a review of him. One of the best, one of my favorites, love him. At the back here, you'll see we've got the Blackest Night. We've got Atrocitus, Black Lantern Batman, Black Lantern Superman, Deathstorm, and then we've got Ocean Master. Did a review of him, love Ocean Master. Coming up next, yeah, you'll see we have Reverse Flash, Zod. Zod is like a bit disappointing in my opinion. His face just doesn't convey Zod's anger. Yeah, whereas you look at Reverse Flash, he looks furious. That's what I want to see. You see, I've got movie Darkseid from Zack Snyder's Justice League. Until they release a comic book accurate Darkseid, this is what I'm going with. And of course, I couldn't get the armored version, had to settle for the unarmored version. But I think he's cool. I look forward to replacing him one day, but for now, he fits the bill. Endless Winter Black Adam, probably the most classic Black Adam. The Page Punches version is really cool, but maybe, you know, it just doesn't quite fit in with the rest of these, so I went with this one. You see, you've got Lex Luthor in his power suit, Blight coming across here. We've got Godspeed, still one of my favorites. Arkham Knight, great figure, but that loose ankle really kills it for me. You can't move him, you can't touch him, you can't breathe on him, he falls over. Killer Croc, I loved him last time, I still love him. One of the best of the year for me. Lobo, Clayface up the back. So yeah, that is my villains shelf. I really love this shelf. It's probably my most fun shelf. And again, I'm running out of room. And I don't know what I'm gonna do when the Arkham City Build-A-Figure wave comes and I've got Catwoman, Ra's al Ghul, Ra's al Ghul, you know, Penguin, and Solomon Grundy to fit in this display somewhere. But I'll just have to find a place. Yeah, so that's the bad guys. Down one more, we have the sort of Dark Knight's Metal, Death Metal shelf. Now, nothing really has changed here. It's the same old figures. They're pretty cool. What the hell am I gonna do when the Speed Metal wave comes out with the 4 Speedster figures and the Darkest Night Build-A-Figure? I have no idea where I'm gonna fit them on this. Some reorganization will be in order. Yeah, I mean, these still hold a special place in my heart. They're one of the first sort of series of figures that I collected from this line. And they're just unique, and you probably won't see them again. Like, you won't see these again for years, some of these designs. And certainly if the license goes to another manufacturer, I'd be shocked if they, you know, were making Red Death action figures, you know? Like, it's just cool, weird stuff. Like, Infected Superman, one of the best figures in the line. That's never gonna be made again. Is it? Duke Thomas, you know, is he gonna be made again? I don't think so. So these are special to me. They're weird, they're wacky, they're special. Down below, so here are the has-beens, or the duplicates, or the comic-specific versions of characters. So, you know, you'll see here, we've got the White Knight, Curse of the White Knight, Azrael, Batman, and Joker. I love these figures. They're not going anywhere, but, you know, they're a bit redundant on the other shelves. And then you'll have Arkham Batman, Arkham Deathstroke, the Lee Bermejo Batman, really cool figure, love him. Featured highly on my top 10 Batman figures. The Last Night on Earth, Omega and Bruce Wayne. And then we've got the Dark Detective, and we have the Hellbat armor. So, you know, there's just a whole bunch of Batman. right? Like they don't really have a place on the other shelves, but they're cool. You'll see here we've got my Dark Knight Returns figure selection. I really like the Batman. The Superman, Joker, and Armored Batman, they're not the best, but still cool, still iconic. Don't know if I'll hang on to any of them other than Batman long term, but they're here for now. Then we have my 3 Jokers. Comedian is still the best. The other 2 I could, really stand to get rid of, but it feels wrong to not have all 3, given that was sort of the point of the storyline. So I've kept them. You'll see I have Arkham Joker down here. He's one of the best Jokers, but he's game specific, not comic specific, so he ends up down here. Same with Titan Joker, cool figure. I don't need another mega figure on that shelf, especially for Joker. I've got enough Jokers. And then you'll see I've got Injustice 2 Flash, who's been relegated to this shelf after being kicked off the Justice League. Sorry, Flash. You're cool. I like you a lot. You're underrated, but you belong down here. Next to 3 Jokers Batman, who's probably one of my least favorite of the classic looking Batmans. He's cool. He's cool, but he just doesn't have that much going for him that the others don't bring to the table. And there is Rebirth Superman, previously in my Justice League, now relegated to this shelf. I don't know if I'll hang on to him. He's a really good figure, but you can't beat the classic design, in my opinion. And way back there in the back is Lex Luthor on the Darkseid throne. Look, I kind of thought that the classic green power suit Lex Luthor was sort of the more archetypical comic book accurate version, more than in just one panel of a comic. So he took the pride of place on the villain shelf. So yeah, that's how that shakes out. This bottom shelf here, I may have to sell some of these just to make room. I am already running out of room. There is so much good stuff coming on the horizon. There's going to be a mega figure Mongol, a mega figure Frankenstein, so much good stuff coming out. I don't know what I'm going to do when the time comes, but that's a problem for tomorrow. So yeah, that's my collection. A few changes, a few updates. That's my sort of current state of play. What am I going to buy next? Look, I've got my eye on the Arkham City Build-A-Figure wave, the Speed Metal Build-A-Figure wave. I'm also really looking forward to getting Superboy Prime, John Kent, Bizarro, Gorilla Grodd, just sort of fleshing out the heroes and villains of Flash and Superman. I've really been focusing on Batman, but it's time to, bring the rest into line. So yeah, buying lots. And I've also got Necron coming, the mega figure Necron coming from the United States. They're not releasing that in Australia, which is a real bummer. But yeah, I've got him coming from Amazon US. He should be here in a week or 2. I look forward to putting him in there with the Blackest Night wave. So yeah, that's the current collection, and I'll speak to you guys soon. Thanks for watching.